That is what we call a beauty shot there that our roaming cameraman John Dagan just got of our lovely steaks, and you got some vegetables going too. And you know, I wasn't sure about these little green things that you brought to grill on the stovetop with gas, but they are great. And it's the gas right from the burner of the stove. There's nothing in there.
And it just comes right up into the cone of the pan.
Wow.
And it just, you can put a lid on it as you start and take it off for the final cooking.
All right, so you just crank it up to high, and it's an open flame, just like outside.
You know, a lot of people like to marinate their steaks, but certified Angus beef, you don't have to marinate it. Only thing that we use is the essence of Montreal seasoning that we use, and you season as you go, of course. And of course, as I said before, you know, heat expands, cold contracts, so when it's hot, it's open, and that's when you want to season it.
What about turning it over?
I just turned it once already. You can see the mark starting, and then we'll go ahead into the second part. Once it cooks it a little bit more, I'll turn it again.
Now, there's some kind of trick with your hand, isn't there? As far as telling rare, medium,
now, mostly when you cook, you have little gauges, and you sit there and you're doing all this. Put your two fingers together and use the heel of your hand. And if you put the first two together, everybody go ahead and do it, and just press. You see how tender it is? Well, that's rare. Second finger, now it's medium rare. You feel the difference?
Yes.
Then
you've got muscular hands.
Third finger, now you're going to feel medium. Fourth finger, now it's well done.
All right, so wait a second. Well, medium well.
No, it's medium. It's rare, medium, medium, and well.
Rare. Medium and well.
Wow. And you don't ever want to be well. If you eat well, then it's not that well. But because then
if you eat well, you'll be well.
You'll be okay.
Something like that.
You know, just like when...
a lot of folks question the safety of eating rare beef.
I would not recommend it. We don't sell rare beef at our restaurant.
Not like totally rare, like a rarely cooked steak or medium rare.
We have on our menu, it's at your risk.
Okay.
So a lot of people use a Pittsburgh steak. If you don't know what that is, you just take the steak off, take it off, put it right on the fire on the grill. And it's crispy on both sides and cold in the middle. That's what a Pittsburgh steak is. And people love it, but it's also a 22-ounce steak. So you're probably having breakfast, lunch, and dinner at one meal. Yeah. So it's really good. You know, when I was in Italy, my grandfather, he had a ton of money. And he got his wife, and he said, listen, when I die, I want you to put all the money in a box and put it in my casket, because I want to take it to the next life. So as a Catholic woman, an Italian, she gave her word. And then when he passed away, she came into the wake, and she had a box. And just before they're getting ready to close the casket, she says, wait a minute. And she put the box inside. They closed it, locked it, and away they went. So my mother said, you actually put the money in there? She said, I gave my word. I'm an Italian, and I'm Catholic, and I have to do that. Well, what did you do? She says, well, I took all the money, put it in my checking account, wrote him a check, put it in a box. Now, if he can cash it wherever he's going, he can use it. And
that's a good one.
The story.
That was one of the better ones. I knew as soon as you said back in Italy, I said, brace yourself. Here we go. All right, let's bring in Cuachon-Haugh now, also from the City Dock Restaurant, the Sheraton Hotel. A good steak just needs a good glass of wine.
That's right.
What would you recommend?
Good morning.
Hi.
Today we have a couple of selections. The first one is from Spain. It's the Bodega Ateca. It's a Grenache from Spain, actually.
Spanish wines are getting really popular now, aren't they?
They are. They're really picking up in popularity. It's the Grenache grape, and it is from northern Spain. It's a very fleshy, deep, rich wine, also very fruity. I would definitely pair this with the New York the chef's doing today.
All right.
But think outside of the box. You don't always have to get a Cabernet Sauvignon or a Merlot with your steak. Try something different, and this is one of those. Grenache,
so what would you pair with the filet then? If that's for the New York?
Actually, I did select a Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa Valley, California, Annabella. Beautiful wine, full-flavored, medium-bodied, a little softer. So for a cab, I think it's going to go great with the beautiful tenderness of that filet. So
you know, a lot of dishes, a lot of wine folks come in and they say, well, if you like red or if you like white, then this. But with the steak, it's really not. I mean, you got to drink red wine with the steak. Some kind of law, isn't it?
It's all your own personal preference. But, I would definitely go with the reds with this quality of beef. So.
Okay. I'm sorry, I wish we had a fire extinguisher. I'm concerned about your sleeves here.
Well, last time you rolled them up, but I just kept them down this time.
Oh, all right.
But I have an apron. We're good.
Are you hiding tattoos up there?
No, I don't have tattoos.
Oh, whatever. He was a Marine. I don't believe him. But that's as far as I'm going to search. All right. We're going to let you keep at it. We're going to plate taste. Josh is going to pour a little wine, and we'll bring this meal together beautifully in our next cooking segment. But right now, it's time for Arts and Crafts with All right, doesn't that look terrific? We're back in the kitchen with the Executive Master Chef of City Dock Restaurant, Robert Cillizza, and also still Cuachon-Haugh is here. His wife Kim is here, and Lori Clayton, you know very well. I know Lori's kind of giving Robert the eye, like, I better be able to find a coupon for this cut of meat. But you guys are lucky tasters this morning, so I know you have questions.
Right. Okay, so how am I going to be able to tell the difference? Rare, medium, rare?
Well, rare, of course, you're going to have sort of like the blood on the plate.
Right.
It's the medium rare or to medium. You're going to have very little pink or a good texture of pink. As you see right here, these are the both brands.
Okay.
But go ahead and try it. You're really going to...
Okay.
Try it
I'll hold you up so you don't fall after.
Oh, boy.
How wonderful it is.
Now, you whipped up a couple different potatoes when we were in there,
too.
too.
A Duchess potato. That's just with the sour cream and horseradish and a little bit of herbs. And, of course, I made the oven red wrist potato that we have our own spices that we use. And it's real. And this, of course, here is to tease you, as I had said before.
Looking good. You always take care of us when you bring the sweets here for us and the wine. So what do you guys think?
It's delicious.
It's so good.
Is it good?
It's so tender. It's so good.
I can never go back, honey.
That's right.
Never go back. So when you order certified Angus in the restaurant, does that up the ante with regards to wine pairing now?
I think so, because you're going to pay a little bit more for the better product. And as one of my rules, one of my 7 rules of wine pairing, which is for another show, but one of my 7 rules is always pair great with great. So if you're going to upgrade yourself on the food side, upgrade yourself on the beverage side a little bit too. You're going to have a much more enjoyable experience.
If you're celebrating, just celebrate all the way through.
Exactly.
You know, Cheryl, Kelly, and I always knew that someone from the Hampton Roads Show was going to get discovered. And it's happened to this guy. You're going to New York City for the Food Network.
Food Network to do their Christmas show with them, yes. It's going to be 19, 20, and 21 December. And I'll be cooking along with the best of the people that are there. And we'll all be doing Italian cooking, what we do for the holidays.
And you were discovered, you know, through the Hampton
Right through
Roads
here.
Show.
Right through here. They saw the tapes and they laughed. And they liked the jokes, and they said, bring your food, bring your humor, and we'll see what happens.
All right,
So
when do we leave? I mean, what do I need to bring?
Yeah, you got tickets for all of us, right, Chef?
Yes.
You only want you, huh?
So far.
They don't understand that I set you up to spike the ball?
Well, we told them this is a team, so, you know, it's a family, so the family's got to come with me to New York, so we'll see what happens.
They probably heard all the stories about your family in Italy and said, you know what, just come by yourself.
That's probably, that's
all
probably
right.
true.
Well, we're excited for you. We'll put that information on thehamptonroadshow.com so you can all see our very own Chef Robert. Well, it's the Sheraton Chef Robert on the Food Network for the special Christmas show. Congratulations.